So we're here today at a nitrogen trial in Canola, about 10 kilometres north of Goomalling, and I'm going to take you through some of the treatments and some of the differences we're seeing early. So this is 44Y27. This is a high yielding hybrid Roundup Ready variety. This was sown on the 22nd of April and it had 12 mil a week after that. So it came up fairly quickly, and it's looking good, and it's looking for this area like it's got potential to yield above average, which is great to get some information for those sort of conditions. So this first plot we have here is 0N, so all the rest of the nutrients have been baseled out. So we've got 15 units of P, we have 15 units of K, trace elements and everything else is baseled, so there should be enough to really push yield. This first plot is 0 of N. As we move through the trial, they're in blocks of 3. So these next three plots are 40 units of N. This first plot here, plot 102, has 40 units of N up front at seeding. This second plot has 40 units of N, which has been applied today. So today we're in late June, so this is 40 units of N post-seeding. And this third plot here is split. So it's had 40 units of N total now. It's had 20 units of N at seeding and 20 units of N post-seeding applied today. So the next 3 plots, we move up from 40 units of N to 80 units of N. And again, you can see these differences early. So 80 units of N up front. So this was applied 20 units as urea banded below the seed, and then UAN streamed out post-seeding, pre-emergent. So all of it's N up front. This next plot is 80 units of N that's all been applied today, so nothing until today. And this third plot here is 80 units of N split again up front and then post-applied today. As we move forward again, we get up again to 120 units of N. So again, in a block of 3, 120 units of N applied up front at sowing through urea banded and then UAN PSPE. We've got 120 units of N that's been applied today, so obviously we can see still seeing differences between them, and then split at seeding and post. Now last few plots here are at 160 units of N. Again, the same treatments, 160 units of N up front, 160 units of N applied today, and 160 units of N split at seeding and post. And this final plot we have here is really pushing up to 200 units of N, and that's applied at seeding and post, really just to get that top end yield potential and make sure we're maximising yield, because a lot of these varieties can really go hard. So on a season where we're looking at going above average, we want to make sure we hit the top of that yield curve and even go a bit further, so we know where we're obviously maximising yield, but more importantly, maximising gross margin for the grower. So yeah, we're seeing differences here early, and it'll be interesting to see whether some of these post-application treatments catch up or whether there's a yield penalty for delaying and top-ups.